Hey guys, I know the lighting's really bad. I'm sorry, I don't have my ring light on right now. I'm just in my, one of the kids' playrooms actually. So I wanted to come on here. This wasn't a planned video, but I wanted to come on here and discuss this case or this person because I'm actually very concerned and I was drawn to do a video about her through spirit. I was given permission by them to do this video because it's a sad but very worrisome case. And this case is in regards to Eugenia Cooney. So I don't know if any of you guys know who she is, but I've been following her, not following her, I've known about her, since I started watching YouTube years and years ago. And she is a very sweet girl, but she does YouTube videos on YouTube, and obviously she does clothing hauls, I think, and things like that. So she is still in the living, and I wanted to do a video on her because a lot of people are really concerned about Eugenia. And why wouldn't they be? She has a lot of followings, a lot of fans, and so the problem is that Eugenia is bulimic and anorexic. So I actually feel bad about saying that because I feel like it's not my business, but Spirit honestly kept saying Eugenia, and over again for a couple weeks now. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do a video on her and discuss what I'm picking up from her energy. So, and like I have to say this in all my videos, this video is for entertainment purposes only. It's not meant to offend anybody. It's really just coming from being concerned. I'm concerned. I feel like a lot of people are concerned. We don't know her personally, but she uploads all the time. And like I said, she's a really popular YouTuber. So I'm just going to get into what I got. So I picked up that she will eventually get early Alzheimer's and fibromyalgia, as well as diabetes in the future if she doesn't fix what is going on with her health. So in her energy with her mom and family, I picked up that it's a very weird energy, and her mom seems to love her, but also doesn't initiate letting her help much because she feels that her daughter is an adult. She seems to be concerned about Eugenia in her energy, but I feel as though her mother is the main person who actually pushed Eugenia from a small child to get into this type of world that she's in. And I'm picking up that it started with modeling, because in my visions I see Eugenia on stage at some sort of modeling agency, and they're showing me her spinning in circles as a young child and like showing off her outfit and things like that. And I feel like, I'm getting from Spirit that this is what made her become very self-conscious as a child, and is one of the reasons why she's in the physical and mental state that she's in. So I don't know anything about anorexia and bulimia. And I'm sorry if I'm getting that wrong. I know she's either one of those, or maybe she is both. But I'm picking up that she just doesn't eat very much, like hardly at all. So but it did make her very self-conscious, and she needed constant validation from other people constantly from a young child. I'm picking up that Eugenia was told by these agencies to be skinnier constantly, and this also obviously played a role in her mental health and her illness that she now has. So in Eugenia's energy, I feel like, I'm really sorry about this lighting, you guys, but I feel like in her energy that she knows she has a problem, and she's aware of it, but she just hasn't fully admitted this to herself. And if someone can't fully admit this to themselves, it's going to be very hard for her to get help, because she has to want to help herself, right? So I wrote that I picked up on a detached relationship also with her dad as well. And what I mean by that is I feel the dad tries to stay out of things as much as possible. So I feel like Eugenia's mom is sort of the main I'm not pointing fingers. I'm not blaming anybody. I'm telling you what I get, okay, from spirit. But I'm getting that she is like the main, sort of like the boss of the family. But a very detached relationship with her father. He tries to stay out of things as much as possible. I also got that he is away a lot. I'm getting possibly on work, like work ventures. But I do pick up a strong bond with Eugenia and her brother. So I feel like if anyone was going to be the one to help her, it would be her brother. And I feel like her dad is trying as hard as he can as of recently, I'm going to say in the past maybe year and a half or so, to fix the relationship between him and Eugenia, because he does, I feel like he does sort of blame himself a little bit in his energy. So Eugenia lacked the emotional connection with him since a small child, and this also made her want to be accepted more by people, men especially, and be validated. And then I wrote down, I see in my visions, Eugenia and her mom and her dad are actually, like, I see in my vision them seeing a counselor, like sitting and talking to a counselor. So I do feel like they have gotten help for this. But I sense in Eugenia's energy that she is scared, and her mom she's scared of her mom a bit. Almost like she is afraid to disappoint her mom. Like, she doesn't say no to her mom. And I feel like her mother is the one that pushed her really, really hard with the YouTube and just her career as it is right now. And Eugenia is very hard on herself, very, very hard on herself. And I feel like her mother plays a huge role in that. And I do not feel like her mother did any of this on purpose, okay? So this isn't, her mother I do feel like her mother loves Eugenia and cares for her and is concerned about her. She just has a very strict work ethic, I'm getting. And she puts that on her daughter. I did write Eugenia is a hardworking, very lovely girl. She cares about others and her subscribers a lot. And I genuinely got that in her energy. So I wrote that she doesn't know how to fix this. She knows she has a problem, but she hasn't fully admitted it to herself or fully accepted it yet. And she doesn't understand the consequences of what she is doing to her body in the future. She doesn't understand the consequences and the illnesses that she could get from starving herself. And I feel she has gotten help for her disorder, I wrote down, and a couple times at least, but despite what people tell her, including the counselors and the professional help she has received, that she refuses to admit to her illness. So I just want to say that I really genuinely hope, if that was my daughter, it's really, really scary. And not just coming from a medium psychic, coming from a mother, I really, really hope, Eugenia, you get help. You really, really need to get help for yourself, honey. You need to, okay? I don't feel like you're going to be able to have kids when you're older, and just because you don't want them now doesn't mean you're not going to want children. And I know you've heard this a million times, but you need to look within yourself and look at the problem. Stop covering it. Stop making it seem like it's not as bad as it is, okay? Because it's going to get really, really bad, and you're going to regret it in the future. Anyways, that is my video today, guys, and yeah, it's really tragic and sad, but I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.